Okay, so here we are outside the Caravan and Motorhome Club site at Abbey in South London. We've been staying here since the 27th of December and it's now the 3rd of January. Still a bit nippy, bit of a chill in the air, but I want to show you around the site just to see what it's like and let you all experience what we've been looking at for the last few days. So let's have a wander around. This is the main entrance. You come up some really good roads, so don't worry about traffic and buses and lorries. There's some really good routes into the site, and then as you come around the road you come into a really good entrance here. First thing you've got on the left hand side is the late night arrivals section. So if you come in late and the office is shut, you can actually park up there for the night. You've got toilet facilities and hookups. And also, if the gates are closed after 10 o'clock, you can park up there and then walk through to your van, because they do close the gates just for added security. And they're pretty good gates. They're pretty strong, pretty robust, but I don't say that you actually need them, but that is there. As you come in, you've got your reception there on the right hand side, where you check in. You've got information, details. The warden actually lives there as well. And you've got a post box there that picks up mail on a daily basis. As with most caravan and motorhome clubs sites, you've got barrier entry and exit. So there's the barrier for the entry, and overside there is the barrier for the exit. Now once you've chosen your pitch and you're pitched up, usually walk back to the reception, tell them which pitch number you're on, and then they will issue you with a barrier card so you can get in and out. Just past the barrier on the left hand side you'll see a storage area. I would imagine that's mainly for local people that want to store caravans and motorhomes, and they can store them there, which is quite a nice facility, bearing in mind that we are in South London, so I should imagine keeping a motorhome or caravan is an issue in this area. And then to the left of that you'll see the first of 2 or 3 motorhome waste points dotted around the site. You've got drinking water, wastewater, some bins for rubbish, and you can empty your tanks down there on the floor as well. The site is situated on a hill, so as you drive up through the site you will see it rising up the hill and coming to the top of a hill where you've got some pretty nice pitches, but you will notice all the hard standing pitches are pretty level, and majority of the pitches here are hard standing, so it really is good to make sure that or to feel that these are good level pitches. You may need to do the odd adjustment here and there, but majority of them are level pitches. Okay, and then you've got a lot of wildlife running around. I don't know if you can see, we've got some squirrels sitting there. There we go, see if we can get in a bit closer before he sees me. There he is, up the tree. Hello Mr. Squirrel, very tame as you can see. There we go, there's a lot of these around, so they're actually in the bushes, and who knows, you may end up getting woken up in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning with him banging his nuts on the roof of your caravan. But that's a different video for another time. Moving on, there's little cul-de-sacs that come off this main road as you come in, giving you sort of lots of hard standing options. There's one off to the right, and then coming up the hill they're all dotted along the side. You'll come to the first of the toilet blocks. Standard toilets, usual caravan, club and motorhome standards. Very, very good. There's 3 of these dotted around the site. 2 like this in the middle of the site, and then 1 right at the top. Let's have a take a look inside to see if we can look at the facilities. Okay, so along one side, you've certainly in this block, you've got 5 shower cubicles, which were obviously all cleaned and maintained to a very high standard. as you would expect with the Caravan and Motorhome Club. On the other side you've got 5 cubicles where you can strip wash, shave, shut the door and have a bit of privacy, and coat hooks so you can hang up. And then you've got 4 toilet cubicles in here as well. And then going over there, you've got your urinals. Plenty of washing facilities, hand dryers, and you've got hair dryers as well. So if you need to dry the hair, the facilities are all here. Now, one good thing about this, as I said, we are here in January. You've got underfloor heating, and it really is quite nice when you take your shoes off and step into that shower to feel that heating. Nicely kept warm. I think the temperature there is showing at about 22, 24 degrees. So you're not going to get chilly in these toilets. Toilets cleaned between 10:30 and 12:30 during the day, but there are facilities that you can use if you get caught short during this time, just so you can actually go to the loo if need be. Then walking up the hill, you'll see more little cul-de-sacs where you can park up your van. Everything is nestled underneath the trees. As I said, we're here in January, so I can imagine that comes the summertime or spring, you're going to get lots of foliage on these trees, and it's going to be really quite nice and green and very pleasant, although it is pleasant here in the winter as well. There's just a quick view looking down the hill along one of the sides. Again, you can see some flat, decent sized pitches, and then in the middle there as well, I don't know if you can see it too well, there is a small child's play area with swings, roundabouts and a slide, so that will keep the kids amused. But obviously if you don't have children, make sure you don't park too close, because they do come out and play first thing in the morning. 2 or 3 of these points dotted around the site: drinking water, wastewater, recycling area and chemical waste disposable point for your toilet cassettes. So as I said, 2 or 3 of these dotted around, and you've also got one at each of the facility centres where the toilets and showers are as well. Okay, so we're right at the top of the site here, looking down on all the pitches, on the camper van and caravan pitches. In the centre of the site here, which is a grass area, you've got some electric hookup points, and this is where they allow tents to come in the summer. So the good thing about that is, if you've got a motorhome or a caravan, you can bring along family that have got tents, and you can all meet up, have a good old family break here for weekends or a holiday. And don't forget, you're South London here, so you've got good access as well, going through to trains and buses. The train takes you into Cannon Street or Charing Cross. It takes about 25-30 minutes. It's about a £9 return if you go off peak. So it's quite a good option. Or you can get the bus. I think it's about £1.50 each way, or depending on how often you use it in a time scale. And that will take you as far as Lewisham Shopping Centre, but you can obviously get other connections from there as well. Now, looking around, there's a couple of hidden gems here. You've got some pods there that you can rent. You've got a couple of Airstreams there that you can rent. And then you've got some glamping pods at the top here, which are also available for rent. Now, these can be rented from the Caravan and Motorhome Club division called Experience Freedom. So there's their brochure. I think if you actually log on to their website, you should get all the information, and it states glamping from £59 a night. So those options are available. You've got those pods at the top, or the glamping sites there at the top, which are quite nice. And then if you fancy staying in an Airstream, this is your opportunity. They look pretty cool. And then you've got some wooden pods down there. And just over in the back there, that's the top facilities block, toilets and showers, that they have right at the top here on the site. Walking down from the top of the site, on the other side, you'll see again lots of flat, hard standing pitches. You've got more chemical waste disposal points and recycling centres. Lots of trees, lots of little cul-de-sacs and nooks and crannies. If you're lucky enough, you want to hide away and be away from the main area of the site. So lots of opportunities to have quiet areas here. Now, I don't know if you can hear them, but we are in South London, and for those of you that know South London, there are a lot of parakeets that live free and wild here, and sometimes during the day you do get quite a few of them coming in and making a bit of a racket, but it really is quite something to see these bright green birds from the parrot family in the trees squawking around, and there are quite a lot of them around here at times, so it's quite interesting to see and hear. There's our unit, that's us, all pitched there. Let's just wander down the hill because I've got something else I want to show you. Now, we've been here over the New Year period. Now, I know a lot of people that came onto the site wandered into London for the fireworks on New Year's Eve, and we have actually done that in the past. And if you haven't done it and you want to do it, this is a perfect place to do that from. But if you don't want to go into town on New Year's Eve, there are fireworks going off around you everywhere, and it is an absolutely amazing sight to be seen. You can just stand here amongst the trees and you've got a 30-40 minute firework display that all the locals give you, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now, the downside of that is if you've got pets that don't like fireworks, then please do not bring them to this site at Christmas, because if you do, they will be absolutely frightened stiff. It will ruin their trip away in the caravan or motorhome, and I know it will ruin yours. So if you want to come here, you've got pets and they don't like fireworks, please do not bring them here over the New Year or Christmas period. It won't be very nice for them. Okay, one last thing I want to show you is this. It's an emptying cleaning station for chemical toilets. Costs you £2, but you can put your toilet in there if you want, full. It will then remove the contents, give it a good blast of water through the actual cassette, and then hand it back to you with some chemicals in it ready to use again. So it costs you £2. I'm going to put a toilet cassette in there later, but I'm going to do that as a separate vlog because I think that may well be worth just having a look to see how it works. Well, that's the site. I hope you found that informative. There is something here for everybody, and it is perfectly located for you to go in and do everything in London. It really is. It's the Caravan and Motorhome club site at Abbey. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me the thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that button as well and subscribe, because the more of you who do subscribe, then we can bring you more videos, more hints, more tips, more information, more vlogs, and we can share all this with you. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.